Hi guys, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to do this lacy shell stitch. To do this stitch, you can use any size yarn and then whatever size hook that yarn recommends. For me, I used a size 2 fine yarn is what it's called. Usually I use worsted weight yarn, which is 4 ply. So this is 2 ply. And I'm using a 4mm hook or a size G hook. This is done in rows back and forth, but the shells always fall on the same side. So it has this look like this is the front side and this is the back. So it does have more of a one-sided look. And it's really quick and easy to learn this stitch. I'm going to try my best to go as slow as I can so that the more beginners can really follow along. The multiples of this stitch is 8 plus 2, and what that means is you'll be doing chains of 8, 8, 8, 8 until you've reached the width that you want, and then when you're ready to start you'll chain 2 and then you can get started. So go ahead and grab your hook and your yarn and we'll get started. Okay, for most beginning chains you want to chain loosely. If you have a difficult time chaining loosely, then you can always go up one hook size. So I'm using a 4mm, so if you want to go up one hook size you'd grab a 5mm size H hook just to make that beginning chain, and then you can get started. But me, I'm going to just try to be mindful of it and chain loosely. So like I said, you need to do in sets of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I think that's a good width for when I'm going to show my demonstration. So now I'm ready to begin, so I'm going to go ahead and chain 2. So now I have a total of 26 stitches. 3 sets of 8, and then I was ready to begin. I did a chain 2. Now for row 1, I think that this looks so much better. Any lacy stitch I think looks better if you give it a solid base. So because we use chains and not foundation stitches, I want to go ahead and for this first row do a row of single crochet. So working in the second chain from your hook, I feel I'm a little far away. Your second chain from your hook, you want to do a single crochet. And if you did switch to a bigger size hook, don't forget to switch back for this row here. So that's 1, 2, and you're going to continue doing your single crochet in each chain until you get to the end of your row. So just continue to put 1 single crochet in each chain. Okay, we're done with row 1. So for row 2, we'll chain 1 and turn. So to begin row 2, you want to go ahead and single crochet in this very first stitch to begin. So we're going to be starting our repeat for the row. So our first of the repeat will be to skip 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. So in this 4th stitch, you're going to want to work 3 double crochets. So we'll have 1 double crochet, 2, and 3. Now we're doing a full shell, so we'll have to do a chain 1 and then go right back into the same stitch and work 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. So now we have a total of our 6 double crochets and then worked in the same stitch 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, and we're going to be using this chain 1 next row. So continue, skip 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and in this 4th stitch put a single crochet, and that will end the repeat for the row. So you want to continue that for the rest of the row. So skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in this 4th stitch we're going to be making our shell again of 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, and then 3 double crochets, still worked in that same stitch. So we have our 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. Now again, we'll skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and in this 4th stitch you'll put a single crochet. Then again skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in this 4th stitch we're going to repeat our shell again of 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, just like we were doing back here. So 1, 2, and 3, then chain 1, and then 1, 2, and 3. Then you'll skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and the very last stitch, the 4th stitch, you'll put a single crochet. Just make sure you go under both loops of the stitch, and that will end row 2. So for row 3 we're going to start by chaining 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then turn, and now we're going to be working in this center chain space. Like I told you before, we're going to be working in the chain space in between the shells. You want to go into the chain, the middle chain here. Go into the chain and do a single crochet. Then you want to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then you want to go right back into that same chain space. So that'll give you kind of like a little loop right there. So in that chain space you'll do a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Then in the next you'll be chaining 3 again, 1, 2, and 3. And now in this single crochet that's between our shells, you'll want to work a triple crochet in this single crochet. So you want to yarn over twice, 1, 2, then find that single crochet, pull up a loop. Then you'll yarn over and pull through 2 loops 3 times. So you'll yarn over and there's 1, 2, and 3. So that's our first triple crochet. Before every triple crochet you'll always have a chain of 3, and also after the triple crochet you're going to have a chain of 3. So let's chain 3, and then we will repeat what we did right here, which is to find that middle chain and do a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, all in that same middle chain. Then chain 3, because we're going to be repeating our part here. So chain 3, yarn over twice for the triple crochet, find that middle single crochet find the single crochet that's in the middle of your 2 shells, and then you'll do your triple crochet, yarning over and pulling through 2 loops 3 times. Then chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Find again that chain space in between your shells, and again you'll work your single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, then chain 3, and to end the row we're going to be triple crocheting in the last single crochet of the row. So 1, 2, and 3, and this will end our row 3. Now for row 4, this will begin our repeat row. The first of our repeat row is row 4, and then we'll have 4 rows of total. So row 4, row 5, row 6, and row 7 will be the repeat row that you'll do over and over again. So mark the time on this video so that you can go back and repeat this row. So for row 4, you want to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, turn, and in this first stitch in the top of this triple crochet, you're going to work 3 double crochets. So going right into that top of the triple crochet. That's 1, 2, and 3. So you have your 4 stitches at the beginning. You have your 3 double crochets and your chain 3. So that's your half shell. Now working in the center chain of your single crochet, chain 3 single crochet that you did last row, you're going to go in that center chain and do a single crochet. Then you're going to move on over to the top of your triple crochet, and you're going to work your shell like you did last time. You're going to work your 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, worked all in the top of, worked all in this triple crochet stitch. So there's 1, 2 double crochets, and 3 double crochets. Then chain 1, and then working in the same stitch, you'll put your next 3 double crochets. So again, you have your full shell worked in your triple crochet. Now again, you'll move on over to your single crochet, chain 3 single crochet, and in that center chain, you're just going to put a single crochet in there. Really easy row. Then again, triple crochet, top of your triple crochet, you'll work your shell. Whoops, I must have double wrapped. So you'll work your 3 double crochets, then you'll chain 1, then in the same stitch you'll work your 3 double crochets. And then again, center of your chain 3 here, you'll put your single crochet. Maybe if I can find the thing. There we go. And then this beginning chain 6 that we had from before, you want to work your half shell in the 3rd chain. So you want to count from the bottom here. 1, 2, 3. So in this 3rd chain, you want to work 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember, we want 4 stitches on this side because we had 4 stitches on here. We had our 3 double crochets and chain 3 to begin. So that is the end of row 4. So for row 5, the second repeat row, we're going to chain 1 and then turn. And we're going to put a single crochet worked in the first double crochet of the row. Then you want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then now you're going to be working a triple crochet again in the single crochet that's between your 2 shells, just like we did on this row. So again, you're going to yarn over twice, find that single crochet, and pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Then chain 3, and in the center chain of our double crochets, 3 3 center chain here, we'll be working our single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, all worked on the top of our shell, just like we did before. And then again, chain 3, 1 2 and 3, yarn over twice, and we'll put our triple crochet in that single crochet between our shells. Then chain 3, find the chain 1 space here in between, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, all in the same chain space. Then chain 3 again, yarn over twice, we'll work our triple crochet and our single crochet. That's between the shells. Then chain 3, and to end this row, you're going to find the top of your beginning chain, and you will single crochet in the top, and that will end row 5. So for your third row of repeat, row 6, you'll chain 1 and turn, and you will single crochet in the single crochet, the beginning single crochet. Now you're going to be starting to work your 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, just like you did here in the top of your triple crochet. So 1 2 and 3, and chain 1, then work you're in your same space, work your next 3 double crochets. Again, in this chain, center chain of 3 here, you'll do a single crochet. Then you'll move on over to the next triple crochet, and you'll work your next shell of 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. And then again in the center chain of 3 here, you'll put a single crochet. Then work your last shell of the row inside the triple crochet again, chain 1, then do your other 3 double crochets. Going a little faster only because I know y'all have done this before now for a few rows. So after your final chain, your final shell of the row, you'll want to find your very last single crochet and put a single crochet there. And that will end row 6, which is your third row of repeats. Now this is row 7, which is going to be your final row of repeats. And the last row I'll be showing you in this tutorial. So chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and turn. And you want a single crochet in the center of the chain, actually, oh yeah, in the center of the chain here, or do it like we did here. So every time you come to the next row where you have a shell already made with the chain 1 in the middle, you're always going to be doing a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet worked in that center chain. So single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. And now we have the single crochet between our 2 shells, which we will always be putting a triple crochet in. And remember, before every triple crochet you need to chain 3, and after every triple crochet you need to chain 3. So let's chain 3, 1 2 and 3, yarn over twice, go into the single crochet and do our triple crochet and chain 3, and then we'll repeat going into that center chain, we'll do our single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, worked in the center shell, then chain 3, and do your triple crochet and the single crochet that's between your shells. So 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Find that center chain in your shells and single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Then in your you always want to chain 3 before your triple crochet. So in the very last stitch, we're going to be working that triple crochet to end the row. And that will end row 7. And it's a repeat over and over again. And when it gets done, it'll look like this. So you can make a scarf, a shawl, curtains would be beautiful, underneath a glass, like if you're going to make a tablecloth, which I would really love to do that with this stitch. Make a tablecloth, then put like glass over it and this be shining through. I think would be beautiful. So anyway, I hope you liked this tutorial, and if you did, please don't forget to like and share this video. It helps me out so much. If you haven't found me yet on Facebook, there's a link to all the places of social media that I am. I always update on my Facebook page and share other people's patterns, not just my own. So have a look at that. Thank you so much for watching.